What's going on, guys? It's Scooty96 here, back again, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. Now, today's battle is going to be against my boy Zero, also known as JUNKYNITE from YouTube, so be sure to check his channel out. I'll leave a link in the description. So, a couple of things before we start the team preview is, a lot of you guys may have been wondering about my test. I did say in the last video that I was going to be taking my ASVAB test for the Army, so I did end up passing that today. I passed by a pretty good amount too. The unfortunate thing is I took the test about a month ago and I scored pretty low on it, unfortunately, because I was just goofing around, not studying, doing stupid shit. So I actually worked my ass off and studied for the last month, and I actually ended up scoring 20 points, over 20 points higher than my last score. So what that means is I'm gonna have to retest just to make sure. I mean, I didn't get lucky and I guessed. It's just bullshit. I don't know what that's about. But anyways, just an update for you guys to know that I will be going into the Army. I go tomorrow to find out when I ship, and I'm gonna be picking my job tomorrow. So that's gonna be interesting. I'll let you guys know how that goes and what I pick. But that's all about that. So you guys probably have noticed already that Razor's not here with me commentating, and that's true. He had some shit he had to do, so he told me to just go ahead and record a video without him, so that's what I'm bringing you. So let's go ahead and get into the team preview here. Alright, so on my side I have a Victini, a Chestnut, a Zapdos. I also have the Mega Scizor, obviously. I have the Starmie, and I have a Bouffalant. Now, on Zero's side, we're going to be seeing a Talonflame, a, what the fuck is that thing? A Greninja, a, Tyranitar, a Garchomp, a Sableye, and a Aegislash. So, a lot of threats, a very threatening team. I mean, everything on his team is fucking insane. So, I mean, yeah, obviously he's going to have the Scarf Chomp, because, I mean, he could have the bulky Tyranitar, but I see, Mega Tyranitar more likely fit on this team. Talonflame is going to turn out to be banded, so that's up with that. And, so I figured he was going to lead off with this Greninja, because most people go out to Greninja because he's fast and they want to get a U-turn off. So, I mean, I thought he was going to do that, but, nah, he does not end up doing that. But, let's go ahead. I don't want to spoil the battle very much, you guys. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. Alright, so Zero is a swing a challenge. What's up, my man? Alright, so he does end up leading off with his Sableye, and like I said, I wanted to lead off with my Victini. My Victini is Scarfed, so I would have hit him up with that Bolt Strike, and I've tested it out on a couple Greninjas. Bolt Strike is a guaranteed one-hit KO. I have calculated the damage, so that would have been nice for you to let off with Greninja, but no, he ends up leading off with Sableye, going for the Confuse Ray. And my Victini's not the brightest of the bunch, so I'm going to hit myself in Confusion, which is pretty unfortunate for me. I mean, it really doesn't matter. His Sableye can't really do shit to me other than foul play me. I guess it could do shit, but he doesn't end up having the foul play, so you'll see that later. So yeah, I'm going to go for the V-Create, and it's going to actually do quite a lot to that Garchomp, more than I expected. V-Create is base 180 attack, so I mean, it's pretty fucking powerful. The only downsides of V-Create is it lowers your both your defenses and your speed, which is not good at all. So yeah, I'm going to predict the Earthquake here. That's why I go out into my Chestnut. Chestnut is a very bulky defensive Pokemon, so either way, he does predict me to switch into Chestnut, so he goes for the Outrage, and it does a ton of damage. I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, I mean, I still ate it up pretty much, but I mean, it did way more than I wanted it to. So yeah, pretty much here I just end up going for Leech Seed because, I mean, I do have the Spiky Shield, so it's not a problem at all. I'm going to be getting lots of HP back. I mean, Chestnut should be called Sap Sipper. My fucking lord, that would be an appropriate name. My god, because it just fucking sucks the life out of things. So yeah, I do get quite a lot of HP back there, so I'm just going to go for the Spiky Shield knowing he's locked into his Outrage and he can't do anything right now. So, I mean, he can't predict or anything, so I'm just going to go for Spiky Shield just so he'll hurt himself a little bit. He does end up getting the 3-turn Confusion here. So I've actually seen, I was battling this one guy and his Garchomp literally outraged for like 7 turns and didn't get confused. He didn't even have a Lumberry either. I don't know how that happened. That was pretty amazing. If you guys know, if that's happened to you guys before, let me know in the comments, because I've only seen that one time and he didn't appear to be holding an item. But yeah, anyways, back to the battle. He is gonna, I did go for the Woodhammer just to finish his Garchomp off, but nah, he figured it'd be more reliable to save that thing, so he ends up switching into his Talonflame. So that was a pretty good switch on his part, 4 times resisted. So, I mean, yeah. So here, obviously, I'm not going to stand in a Talonflame. A Brave Bird's going to one-shot me, even at full health, no matter how bulky Chestnut is. So, yeah, I do end up going out to my Zapdos. Now, this is where it's obvious that he's banded, because you're about to see, I mean, I'm a bulky Zapdos, and that Brave Bird did that much damage. That's really insane right there. I was not expecting that at all. He was actually pretty shocked by that as well. So yeah, I do carry the leftovers, so I'm going to get leftovers recovery. He does not want to stay in here, and I know it. So I didn't really know what he was going to switch into. Maybe his Tyranitar, I don't really know. Yeah, I went for the Heat Wave instead of the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt probably would have done more because it's stab, but I mean, I didn't know. I didn't really know what to expect, so yeah. Yeah, I'm going to take Sandstorm damage, blah, yada, yada, yada. Alright, so, yeah. I do end up getting leftovers recovery. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to want to be taking a Stone Edge here, so I'm going to go ahead and swap out, and I'm going to go back into my Chestnut. So, yeah. He's going to reveal that he's Mega here, and, yeah, that's not bad. I mean, I'm a Chestnut, he's a Tyranitar. What's he going to hit me with? An Earthquake? I'm going to eat that shit up, come on. Alright, so, yeah, he's going to go for the Dragon Dance, knowing I'm going to switch, which was an awesome play by him. It's really, I mean, it really doesn't matter that much because my Tyranitar, the fuck. My Chestnut is bulky as hell, and, I mean, the only thing Mega Tyranitars usually carry are Crunch, Earthquake, sometimes I've seen him with Ice Punch, but, I was just like YOLO, you know, so, I mean, yeah, he's going to end up going for the Stone Edge there, and, it does a decent amount. I mean, he is at +1. Like, a Chestnut is 4 times resistant to that, so that's why it didn't do too much. So, yeah, I do go for the Leech Seed, because I want to repeat the process, you know, get my health back, take his, so that's what I end up doing, is, and I still get a ton of HP back, so seeing what the last Stone Edge does, he's actually going to Dragon Dance one more time, just so he can, try to finish me off, but, yeah, I ended up going for Leech Seed here because I figured he was going to swap into his Talonflame again, which doesn't end up happening. He's just going to straight up try to kill me. So, yeah, that was a pretty bad over-prediction by me. So, I mean, it's not really going to cost me anything, though. So, yeah, I'm going to get more health back from the Leech Seed. And here I'm going to go for the Spiky Shield, just predicting the Stone Edge so I can get some more HP back from the Leech Seed, but nah, he ends up predicting that and going straight for the Dragon Dance, so that was a great prediction on his part. So yeah, the Sandstorm subsides, which, I mean, that's pretty good, because now I get my leftovers recovery and my Leech Seed, which is pretty good. Alright, so yeah, your health is sapped by Leech Seed, what up? Alright, so yeah, here's just gonna go for the Stone Edge. And it actually, I live it relatively well, actually. So he's at +3 right now, and that Stone Edge did nothing to my Chestnut, so yeah, that just proves that Chestnut, I mean, Chestnut's literally one of the bulkiest Pokemon out there. I've really loved running Chestnut. I mean, the first time I saw one being used is by Shofu. I wanted to try one out just to see what it was like, and I love Chestnut so much. It's just a great Pokemon. I highly recommend it if you're wanting to make a stall team. It would be great on it. So, yeah, anyways, he does swap into his Talonflame, and I do make the prediction this time by going for the Leech Seed, so that was a pretty good play on my part. So, yeah, your health is going to be sapped by Leech Seed. God, look at Chestnut. He is surviving everything, you know? So here I'm just going to go for the Spiky Shield because he is banded, so there's no point in going for Roost right now. So I knew he was going to go for Brave Bird, so I just went for the Spiky Shield just to, you know, chip away at his health and, you know, get some more health back. So, yeah, that was pretty much the plan there, and, yeah, you can see, I mean, it's almost dead, you know. I know from this range, if it tries to Brave Bird me, it's going to definitely die, so I end up letting him kill my Chestnut. I mean, his Garchomp's about dead, and his Tyranitar's about dead, so I don't really need this guy for anything anymore. He's done his job. I really didn't want that Banded Talonflame around anymore. That thing could still do a lot to my team. So yeah, I just let him kill me. Alright, so here he's going to send out his Garchomp, and yeah, I didn't really know what he was going to send out, so I just went with my Scizor. So yeah, here I'm gonna Mega Evolve, and I didn't think fire since he had his Mega was Tyranitar. I figured he would not have the Fire Blast because I only see Mega Garchomps with Fire Blast. So yeah, he ends up having it, and thank God I'm bulky because that probably would have killed me actually. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the Sword Dance here because I was expecting him to maybe hit me with an Earthquake or something. So yeah, or a Stone Edge maybe. So I go for the Bullet Punch here just to finish him off. So yeah, I take some rough skin damage. That's not too bad. And yeah, his Garchomp goes down. Now here he's going to go into his Greninja because he knows Bullet Punch will probably pretty much, I don't know. Bullet Punch probably wouldn't, Bullet Punch wouldn't kill anything on his team. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, I just decided YOLO just to Bullet Punch his Greninja because I didn't really need this guy anymore. I mean, he has his Aegis Slash still. He has his Sableye, which can burn me. It's really useless at this point. The only thing it's good for is this Tyranitar, and I have other shit to deal with that. So yeah, here I'm going to go into my Victini, and I know the swap is coming. I knew it was coming. I should have just V-created, but, you know, I just went with, I just figured I should Bolt Strike, just in case he didn't want to swap out, so, yeah, that's what I ended up doing, is going for Bolt Strike. I should have U-turned, damn it. But yeah, I end up going for Bolt Strike, and it doesn't quite do the trick there. So yeah, here he's going to swap out, and he's going to go into his Aegis Slash. I do miss the Bolt Strike here, which is very unfortunate. I could have actually gotten some decent damage off on that thing. So yeah, that really sucks. So here, I obviously am not going to stand Choice Scarfed into Bolt Strike, so I'm just going to swap out here into my Zapdos. Now, he is going to get a free Sword Dance. I was a little worried about this, but I wasn't at the same time. Because I do have the Bouffalant, so, I mean, I can scare... he'll be afraid to Shadow Sneak me with a Bouffalant on my team, you know? So, yeah, I swap out here because I am suspecting the Shadow Sneak, so I'm going to go ahead and go into my Bouffalant. So, what ends up happening is instead of going for the Shadow Sneak, he actually King Shields just to scout what I'm going to do, pretty much. So, yeah, that would have been a perfect time to Roost, but, yeah, I just wanted to be sure that he was not gonna, you know, Shadow Sneak me, because if he was in open form, I could have Earthquaked him very easily. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go back out into my Zapdos, fearing the, what do you call it, the Sacred Sword. Yeah, I didn't want to take that, so I swapped out, and he actually goes for the King Shield again. But, yeah, I'm just going to hit him up with a Heat Wave here because I know Bouffalants can outspeed and hit him with that Earthquake. So, I mean, I really wasn't afraid. You know, he goes ahead and gets greedy here. And he's just going to go up to +6 now. I mean, my Zapdos is especially defensive, but it also has some defensive EVs in it. So, I wasn't, you know, oh yeah, I do outspeed and go for the Thunderbolt. It does decent damage. It does a little bit less than Heat Wave did. But yeah, he's gonna. I was not sure if that Sacred Sword was gonna take me out, considering I did have a couple defensive. Well, it was more than a couple. I just had some defensive investment in my Zapdos, but it does end up taking it out. So yeah, here I'm just gonna go into my Bouffalant because, like I said earlier, I mean I can outspeed no problem and just Earthquake him. He can't Shadow Sneak me with that priority, so he can't really do shit to my Bouffalant. So yeah, I just go for the Earthquake. I guess he was just scouting to see what I was going to do. But yeah, here he's going to swap out, wanting to save his fucking sword. I'm a little brain dead right now. Yeah, I guess he wanted to save it for that priority Shadow Sneak on my Victini, I'm guessing. That's the only thing the only logical explanation there. Or my Starmie, actually. So yeah, he swaps into his Mega Tyranitar just for some death fodder. Now here he's gonna go out into his Sableye. So what I switched out here because I was completely expecting the Will-O-Wisp, but yeah, so I go into my Starmie because I mean I'm a special attacker, you know. So yeah, he does end up going for the Confused Ray. God, it really bites me in the ass, this battle. So yeah. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. Even if he would have Confused Rayed me, I wouldn't have killed him with an Earthquake, and he could have safely Will-O-Wisped me then. But either way, I just wanted to be sure. I want to save that Bouffalant for his Aegis Slash. So yeah, here of course I hit myself in confusion, and I was actually a little bit surprised I didn't have foul play here. I don't know why. I think I asked him about that during the battle and can't remember what he fucking said, so it's whatever. So yeah, those carry leftovers. Here I actually end up not hitting myself, and even better, I hit the hydro pump, so that's just awesome. So yeah, it does actually oh my god, that does a decent amount of damage actually. That must be an impish, I'm guessing, an impish Sableye. So yeah, he does end up killing me with the Nightshade there. And damn it, if only I would have got a little bit more damage off there, he would have died from the sand, but nah, son. So yeah, here I'm just going to go into Chicken, my Victini. Just, you know, he can't burn me, you know, he can only confuse me, and my Victini, man. My Victini does not love me at all. That bitch hits himself in confusion all the damn time. Oh my lord. Really let me down. I could have easily won the battle a lot quicker if he would have not have hit himself. So yeah, I try to hit him again, and of course, I hit myself in confusion again. So yeah, he went for the Nightshade here, and Nightshade only does like 50, I believe 50 HP. So yeah, I had like 60 something there. So I ended up living it. But it's not gonna matter if I can't snap out of confusion, you know. But luckily, I do end up snapping out of confusion, so I can go for the safe V-Create, and it will be doing enough to knock out that Greninja, so that's always a good thing, you know? So yeah, down goes Greninja. I even got a crit. I've never been more certain in my life that that crit did not matter. You know, V-Create is a base 180 attack. You know, it's pretty powerful. So yeah, he's gonna go into his Aegislash here. And I mean, the Shadow Sneak was very obvious, and I wanted to save this thing for his, I just wanted to save it, you know, just so I could 2-0, you know, basically. Because he was talking all big about his team, saying, you're never going to beat this team. This team has been doing amazing in this tournament he was in. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, he said the same thing about his Ubers team, but I actually ended up 2-0ing the Ubers team, so I wanted to make sure. I told him, I was like, you know, it's probably going to be like your Ubers team. And he's like, nah, man, let's go ahead and battle right now. I was like, alright, so I wanted to make sure I could 2-0 him again, and that's what ended up happening. So yeah, I went for the Earthquake here, and it did take him out, so why wouldn't it, you know? Alright, so yeah. Here he goes into a Sableye, his last Pokemon, and he just, instead of Will-O-Wisping, he just goes straight for the Confused Ray, so if I hit myself, he can safely recover and then burn me the next turn. But nah, Bouffalant actually loves me, so yeah, I do end up going for the Earthquake, and I do kill that thing, so that is going to be the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this match. If you guys ever want to battle me, Razor or Suedeash, we'll leave our friend codes in the description, so make sure to leave your friend code in the comments section. But Razor will be with me next video, so you guys can look forward to that. That's pretty much all from me, guys, so peace out.